Hi, this is Dan Contreras. We're back here again for the Dr. Dan Show. Whoopee woo. But I'm here to do it because today is going to be a very special day. We have Hedi Orozco from the local UFW office. She's an admin administrator. Big cheese. Yes, she is. Very, very smart young lady. But we're going to be talking about the upcoming event, which is scheduled for the 28th Friday, 29th Saturday, and the 30th Sunday, in commemoration for Cesar Chavez. And there's going to be a special movie night for the kids, for the students, I believe, right?
For the students.
Students in particular, for Friday night. Saturday is for the organizers and the...
Friday is for the organizers.
Oh, let me get it back up, young man.
Friday is for the organizers and for farm workers, and then Saturday it's going to be for the students.
And that's in the morning.
In the morning.
Yeah.
They're all going to be morning shows on Saturday and Sunday. Friday, it's going to be more for in the evening.
Yes. And then Sunday is the march, and that starts about 11-ish, more or less, in Colonial Park, and it's going to end up here on this street, coming down, right? And then there's we're going to be showing, well, I'm part of the group too. I'm helping out, part of my community work. I have hours. No, I have hours. No, I do help out on my own, but it's the march, and then the movie is going to be almost right after. Like it's say the march is say from 11 to 12:30, one at the latest, and then the movie pretty much right after, right?
Yes.
So. But that's kind of the nutshell of what we want to present. But a little background as far as to hopefully give some interest to people that are going to be watching the show, that hopefully they have a little activist blood in them, and they might want to either donate money or at least attend the event. There's different things. And for myself, I'm a little kind of sort of farm worker in my younger days, in my teenage days. And it really started with my dad. My dad was from New Mexico and Texas, and they picked cotton and they picked different crops, and they were migrant farm workers and all that stuff. And then they end up in California, and then I'm born in 1949. And then in the early 60s, I must have been 14, 15, 16, I picked strawberries. I picked strawberries for 3 seasons. That's all my work. I mean, that was the main brunt, but still, it was good, hard work. They paid us 50 cents a crate in those days. 50 cents a crate.
Dan is a brave person. Picking strawberries, it's very hard. I never tried it myself, but to what the stories of our farm workers have been telling me, it's a very hard job. They hurt their backs, their knees. He was very brave to pick strawberries.
But actually, Eddie, my bravest job was later on. I was out of a job. I was in my early 20s. I needed some money. Quick. I'm not a drug dealer. I was all straight, but I said I went to pick lemons. Now we talk about the hardest job in the world. I picked lemons. I lasted 2 days, and that was it. But I made good money. I mean, whatever I made, but I made. But after I picked lemons, I was still like this because you wear the satchel back on your side when you cut the lemons. You got all those stickers and all your dirt. And then the bag's on your shoulder, then after you finish, you take your bag off, but you're still walking like that. I was still walking sideways, like I was weird or what.
Very heavy.
Yeah, very heavy, very heavy. But a good experience, and a very humbling experience, because I worked along with professional campesinos that were out there doing the job right. I was just kind of like a little rookie just out there. I was going to try to last a week. I lasted 2 days. 2 days. 2 days. I said, no, can't. Truly appreciate our farm workers that can do that, because that is one tough job. So, and then with the dignitary that we were celebrating, Cesar Chavez, I have a little history with him. I went to Cal State Northridge back in 74, 75, 76, 77, and my first year there, I was kind of political. I got involved with Mecha and this and that, and I was a writer for a paper called El Popo there. And anyway, Cesar Chavez was going to speak, and he was top of the line guy, right? And they had previously a Jewish speaker he's not living no more, but a top Jewish speaker from Israel that was going to speak there, and they paid him top dollar. They wanted to pay Chavez half or about a third. He said, no, 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 no. So we organized a protest a la brava, really quick. I mean, just bravely, a la brava, bravely. And I took part in the march, and I wrote my story as I marched, which was kind of really unique. Because usually it's the reporters that are, no, no, no. As I marched, I wrote my story. I took notes and different comments, and there was lots of negative stuff, really, this, down, really down stuff, right? But it was all good and well. One of my best stories, and it got published there in our school paper, and I'm happy for that. And that's when I didn't get to meet Sister Chavez, but I saw him close up. This guy was a little man. I said, this is the all-powerful sister. He made me look big, but I could feel his presence. He had power. He was so intelligent, so focused, and he had his agenda, what he wanted to do.
I'm sorry to interrupt
No.
you, Danny. I never had the pleasure of meeting Cesar Chavez, but everyone tells me he was just a humble person.
Yes, he was. Yes, he
I
was.
really would have had, if I would have met him, I would have been so glad I met him, because
yes,
according to everyone who met him, they say you would never know that was Cesar Chavez, the big Cesar Chavez who started the organization.
Right.
And I said, wow, everyone who met him, I think, is very lucky to have met him.
Yeah. I didn't quite meet him, but he was close enough.
You
At least
were
I
there.
saw him. He was 3 feet away, and he was talking, and I was taking notes. And it was amazing. Good experience, and it just leads up to my involvement in all different type of organizations, including helping out the UFW, because I am a committee member of the committee that was set up by yourself and
The
Javier.
UFW.
UFW,
The
yeah.
committee, the March committee. We have our annual march during Cesar Chavez's birthday, which is March, and
March
Danny-
31st, right? I think it's really
March 31st.
31st, yes.
And Danny is helping us a lot by joining our committee and helping us with the march, with the planning. We are glad
Yes,
that he's
yeah.
doing that with us, and we are thankful as well that he's with
I
us.
appreciate the compliment. But we have some good people involved, besides Hedi, and then there's Javier Gomez from
In
St.
La
David's
Catch.
group.
Centro en la Catch.
Centro en la Catch. And then there's people from Voces, which I'm a part of too. That's a different youth group, but I'm there as Voces also. And we have what other
We have
groups?
LULAC as well.
LULAC.
We have CAUS.
Cause? Which is Cause? I'm not sure. What do they represent?
It's that's from Ventura County.
Right.
The Ventura County CAUS. She has been there one time, and this is for all the churches.
Oh.
Teodora, did you
Uh-huh.
ever meet her? She was with us as well.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
She was
I
with
got
us,
it.
and she's been with us every year. But this year she hasn't really been showing up to all the meetings, but she's also always there with us.
Supportive at all
Supportive,
times. That's the thing. And I think originally, I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, the original intention was to present the political perspective of Chavez and his call for peace and tranquility and human rights at the same time. But I think it's still that, but I think it's more of a fundraiser because of the situation for UFW.
This year we have transitioned the march to something different this year. One of them has been the movie coming out. So this year what basically it's going to be the march, but also the big is the movie, which is coming out on the 28th. That's a big one too, and what we're doing is fundraising. We have a tough situation right now here in Ventura County.
Yes.
We had a company, California Mushroom Farm, local mushroom farm
Mushroom
workers,
company, right.
who closed their doors. We have over 400 farm workers who lost their jobs. So right now we don't have that contract. And then we also have another company who's locally struggling. And right now basically we have our
Just so it's
strawberry.
more clear about, because financial is part of anything, is that those 400 workers are 400 less paying due members.
Yes.
Which is
That's
like
correct.
half of your constituency. I can't say that word, sorry.
I won't
But,
try.
but the point is, that's the draw.
Yes.
In a real political reality, that's just reality. And things don't run with no money. You need money.
We need
And
money.
You don't need $10 billion, but you do need something. You need a little more
We need to
adequate.
keep our local office, and basically our office service the rest of the farm workers that we have. We still service the local mushroom farm workers, and they come to our office. We're not gonna say no to anyone. We always try to help everyone out. And again, we need to keep the office open, because if we don't have an office here locally in Ventura County, our other nearest location would be the Bakersfield,
Ooh,
close
it's a
to
little
Bakersfield,
distance.
Delano and Fresno, and our farm workers, they can't really move too much. All they move around is just locally. So we want to
Help and support.
need
and-
the help, the support, and whatever you can support the UFW with, it's very greatly appreciated.
I heard, I think if I remember, was it the LULAC that, or who, like, some people, groups donated $1,000, which is, because what the cost of the theaters to show the movies is $1,000 for each one, and they're gonna have them on 3 theaters, the movie. So that's $1,000 for each theater, rental space and da-da-da. So,
We've got donations, if I'm not mistaken, from the locals, SEIU, from the
SEIU?
SEIU, which is the Ventura County, I believe the Ventura County
right,
workers.
it is.
And then also from the laborers, we've gotten.
Labor union?
Yes, the laborers union, we've gotten donation from them. Who else? I don't know if
Any
you
private
remember.
donors? No private donors?
The supervisor, Zaragoza,
Zaragoza,
he
Si.
also donated
good man.
to one of the events. Private owners that I can remember.
Would you want to make a a plea to other kind-minded or help-minded people, as in our other guy that did it? There's other politicians that I think could help. That, make
Any other-
you would appreciate
Yes, any
anything.
other politician, any other people watching the show, we would really appreciate it. Any
Yeah.
help, from anyone would be great. We have a couple of tickets that are VIPs that are going to be $100.
Okay, let's make it clear on that. That's for the Sunday event. It's a $100 VIP ticket that people can purchase. People that hopefully have the money can do it.
Yes.
I'm going to buy one. Period.
We're all going to try to buy one.
Right, yeah. But, it is a burden for some people. It would be a burden, a real sacrifice. But it's a sacrifice for me. I'm not making a lot of money yet.
I'm sure
Might
it's a
later down the line.
sacrifice.
But the point is, you spend your money where it's worth something to you as well as to the other
The
people.
community, to
Community.
farm
Thank you.
workers.
Thank you. Mary.
Yes.
And we're asking other politicians and people that are really truly concerned, not just, oh, yeah. No, they're really concerned. They maybe have a past history involved in things. Like my friend Andres Herrera. He could help out. Former councilman. Former Mayor Lopez, my buddy, Manuel. I mean, there's other people, hopefully. And it's not like you have to donate $500 or $1,000. Even if we donate $100, that's substantial. That's helping lessen the struggle. I mean, it's like for some people having to pay their rent, they struggle every month. And I'm sure some of the farm workers.
Yeah, especially
Oh my
any
God.
penny counts.
Yes, everything
Any
counts.
penny counts.
So I think that's the key, that give what you can, and if your heart's in it, if you're aware of things, if you feel guilty, it doesn't matter. We're not going to psychoanalyze you just for whatever reason, but we need the help. But EFW needs the help. They've been sacked by that big loss of jobs at the mushroom factory. That's a lot of money that was just gone down the tubes. No more. Ya basta. Ya basta, as they say in the old days. But I'm hoping, people that know me, people that know Hedi, people that know Javier Gomez, he's heavily involved in other, that we're in there for, because we're sincere, and we're not gonna make no money off it. I'm not gonna make no money. Javier's not gonna make no money, but it's there for the purpose of the community, right? In this particular instant, it's the UFW that needs our help, and our farm workers who bring our food to us, as they say, right? Bring la comida to la mesa. Hola, Ramon. And you know, it doesn't matter if you're Mexicano, you're a pocho like me, Chicano, born and raised in Oxnard. It's just, where's your mind? Where's your heart? And we're hoping we get some feedback on this, and you know, well, we need the help. See, some other details, okay, just to make sure people know what's going on. Okay, the Friday, it says here, community premiere, so that's, we talked about it a little bit, but they're gonna show the movie at 7:45, right? So they're gonna meet like at 5 o'clock
They're gonna meet around 5 o'clock
at the
UFW
office. They're on A
office
Street.
Here, behind Vallarta, if everyone is familiar with the supermarkets around
Vallarta.
the area, Vallarta supermarket, we're right behind it.
The chain of
everyone's-
stores where you're at.
Yes.
There's a little chain of stores.
It's a small shopping center.
Yeah, right.
Yes, and everyone is gonna meet there around 5 o'clock. We're gonna have a small dinner. After we have our dinner, we're gonna start walking.
Right, walking from there
over to the plaza.
to Fifth Street.
Yes, 5th Street, and that's gonna be the premiere.
And that's to, once again, to specify what clientele,
It's gonna be the organizations that are helping us out plan the march,
Right.
and the farm workers.
and the farmers, the
Yes,
campesinos.
which is gonna be all the organizations and farm workers.
Okay, that's Friday.
That's Friday.
Okay, then Saturday, let's get specific. It's called Educational Premiere, and the premiere, it's a little bit early. Hopefully the kids, the students can get up, but it's at 9 a.m., right? It's
9 a.m., yes.
And, or we scheduled to meet somewhere before then? Or they just meet here?
It's just gonna be, everyone's just gonna meet at the theater
Theater.
on 5th Street.
Right.
And it's just, like I said, it's just like Danny was saying, it's gonna be for the students. And yes, anyone else is welcome to come as well.
And they don't have
But
to, just, it's a clarity, but they're not paying to get in. Even
They're
though
not
it's
paying.
a true professional movie.
Yes.
Hollywood actors, Peña that plays Chavez, great actor, Peña, I can't think of his first name. Oh, what's his name? But anyway, there's a lot of name actors, and it's a
Yes.
great movie. And so you don't have to pay. You see, you get in, right? You get in. Okay, that's Saturday.
Saturday.
Was there anything after that premiere that's scheduled? No.
On Saturday?
Saturday,
No.
yeah. No, okay.
That's basically gonna be it. Just
Okay.
the premiere at 9 and that's it.
Okay, so get your rest, and then on Sunday, you're gonna do some walking, hopefully.
Yes.
Hopefully you'll do some walking.
So
Get on your
Sunday-
caballo or whatever.
I
No,
know.
no caballos.
No caballos.
No caballos.
They won't allow us to have any
No.
caballos there.
Walk,
So
walk,
on,
walk.
on Sunday, we're supposed to meet by Cesar Chavez School
In
in
Colonia,
Colonia. And from there...
Juanita Street?
Juanita Street. I'm sorry, Juanita Street.
Okay.
From there, we're gonna walk around the Colonia area, around Colonia Road,
Okay,
then to
one point.
Garfield.
Okay, 1 point. Isn't there, I wasn't positive, there's a pre-March dialogue that's gonna go on, speakers maybe? There at the park?
At the
I think.
park, we're gonna have something very little,
Small, right, okay.
something very short, just because we want to make it to the theater, be there by 11:30ish.
Right, yeah.
Because
The latest.
yes, because
The
the
latest.
movie starts at 11:30. And
Okay, they're gonna march around the park, around Colonia, end up on Third Street, go over the bridge,
Over the
come
bridge.
down, you're gonna make a left on A Street.
A Street.
And they make a right
Right.
on Fifth Street,
Yes.
and keep going to hit B
To-
Street, B Street?
I don't believe we're gonna hit B Street, but we're gonna cut between, I believe it's Sugar Beets and the 5th. I can't remember the
Yeah.
name of the restaurant, but it's
Well, in
5th.
that square.
So we're gonna, yes.
That might need to be really delineated, or really make sure, because it could be kind of crowded between the two restaurants versus on the B Street side, there'd be more space, I think. Depending on the crowd too, which it could be pretty big. So we get here at 11:30, basically, and we're gonna see the movie, da-da-da.
Yes.
And is there anything gonna happen before the movie inside the movie house? Is there any
Inside the
talking?
movie, what we're gonna have is we are gonna have, before they go into, in each theater, there's gonna be speakers. And before the movie starts, they'll be giving a speech. Then right after
Brief.
the movie,
Not
it's
long,
something.
yeah,
It's not gonna be anything big, just because we don't want to make anything too long.
Right.
And then right after that, the movie starts.
Okay.
And inside,
Also, another important is displays. There's gonna be some displays, I believe, right?
yes, we're gonna
Artwork
have
and
Jess
Contreras'
Just
artwork.
artwork inside the theater, and also we are gonna have UFW dignitaries. We still don't have the names of who is gonna be there,
Oh,
but
yeah, we gotta get that down.
yes,
Okay.
we still need to coordinate a little bit on that. But
Yes,
we are gonna
indeed.
have some UFW dignitaries.
Okay, and then the movie's over, and then the so-called, well, it is, the VIP crowd, the ones that paid $100 ticket, are gonna go to
They're gonna go to Ruby's.
Ruby's, which
Din-
is on where?
It's on Oxnard Boulevard and 4th Street.
4th Street,
Yes.
right in front of the bus station.
Bus
kind of
station.
Behind it.
Yes, right behind it.
Nice
And
restaurant.
Very nice. They were I'm sure they're gonna have very good food in there as well. So after the movie premiere, everyone's welcome
And
to go
who-
over there.
I believe, besides Lourdes Huerta, she's supposed to be there, and maybe some of the actors? Or was that Frida? I can't remember specifically.
I really
few
am
dignitaries.
not sure. Yes,
A few.
dignitaries. I'm
For
just
sure
not
Dolores,
sure.
I think. For sure Dolores. I want to say, no, it's not for sure.
I'm not
Oh my
gonna say
God.
yes.
It's not false advertiser. God.
I don't want to false advertise
I don't want
anything.
my $100 back. I didn't get to
Yes.
see Dolores. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't want that to happen. So we're hoping that we might have Dolores Huerta, but again, like I
It's
said,
not guaranteed.
it's
She is a
not
busy
guaranteed.
woman. She's
Very busy
She's in
woman.
demand. She's in
Yes.
demand. But
Yes.
from what I've gathered too, our little gig or evento is actually one of the bigger ones.
Yes.
I mean, it's going to be really
Out of
well attended.
all of our areas, Oxnard area is going to be the one that has the biggest event. It's going to be a
Oxnard.
3-day
Oxnard.
a 3-day event,
Uh-huh.
and we are the only one having a march as well, thanks to the help of our volunteers,
Yeah.
Danny and everyone else who's helping us out. We're having a march as well. So come and march with us on Sunday.
Sunday?
Everyone,
On a
welcome
Sunday
to march.
afternoon. Yeah.
If you come to march with us, you're gonna get a stamp and you'll be in the theater watching the movie.
Yes. Once again, I've seen the trailer. It's truly pretty interesting
Very
movie.
interesting.
It's really,
Yes.
for better or worse, it is in English. I think they do have there are some Spanish subtitles to it.
Yes.
But
If-
basically, it's,
I believe it's if they're the Spanish speaking version, and
Oh.
if they have Spanish speaking, they'll have subtitles. But mainly the movie is going to be in English.
English, yeah. So all the actors are pretty much, well, it was made that way. It was made that way. But from what I heard, it's going to be a really good gig to attend, really great celebration. And we're honoring a man that he was a homie. He lived in Oxnard. He was a Chica's boy. Puro Chica's, Sugar Town. That's what the name means anyway. It's not gang related. All it means is Sugar Town, Chica's. Oh my God.
Yes.
So, but he was raised in Colonia. We're gonna march past his old house, which is still there, right? On Garfield?
Garfield.
Garfield.
It's still there.
Chavez's
on
house
Garfield.
is still there.
It's
Gotta
still
recognize.
there.
Yes, yes,
And that's
indeed.
what we try to do almost every year, try to pass by his house, which is on Garfield, just so all the farm workers, also, I'm sure everyone, not everyone, but the majority has
Yeah.
an idea of where his house is. And it's just an honor of him.
Yeah. I know that's always been an inspiration point growing up, knowing that man lived in Oxnard, he lived in Colonia, all right. You know, it's just a pride thing, I guess. You took pride.
He was
Something.
here.
Yeah, he was
He
here.
was here.
It was all positive, and he wasn't. He was a very intelligent man and tough as nails. How long was that hunger strike back in the old days? He went 30 days?
30,
Something like
13
that.
days. 13,
Maybe
13
longer,
days.
or shorter.
Yeah, it was a very long.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. That was tough. That was tough.
Yes, and
That's a big event.
now it's being put into a movie.
Right. All the different aspects of what he went through, the activities and the struggle, out of the struggle. Because it was a struggle. The farm workers' struggle was, yeah, it was tough. It was tough. Yes, he went against big business, and the farmer community was no easy customer. But the ones that were made to see, made enlightened, a better point of view how things, they finally did help out. They helped the farm workers get off the ground too.
And
But it was the workers themselves, and particularly with Chavez's leadership, that they really stayed on point. Stayed on point. That don't get distracted. There was always distractions all the time,
of course.
even internally. Unfortunately, even internally,
Yes.
which is that happens. I've been involved in things for 40 years, and some of the worst things is the internal conflict, the point of view.
Yes.
Well, to finish it off, I want to thank everyone that is listening, and I hope you feel a feeling to help us out, because we need it. I need it. Hedi's
We need
group,
it.
yeah, we need it. The farm
We
workers need
the
it.
farm workers.
Also, part of the fundraising aspect is to help out related community groups that are, in a sense, a part of the farmer union, such as Javier Gomez's Teatro en La Quech, or his community group, and so that's part of it. And then the other part was for scholarships for the children of
Yes.
farm workers.
Yes.
So that's the fundraising stuff.
We want to make sure that the children of the farm workers have a better future than their parents do.
Yeah.
And working in the fields is very hard to get a tuition fee.
Yes.
They're very
Yeah,
high
I
up there
think,
now.
I think so.
So we try, that's another thing that we want to do, fundraise for scholarships.
Well, Hedi, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much, Tony,
You
for
are-
having me
Yes,
here.
yes, indeed.
And we appreciate
you.
everyone.
And thank you all for listening in, and hopefully we get a little bit of response.